Whoa. Sorry about that, everybody. Welcome to another Championship League event. I am Dan Tartaglione, the one and only, also known as DTartag1. This is our all-day, essentially, Champions League coverage. So far, we've had a few games that were played today. And it looks like we're about to have another one. LOMHawkeye, David Center, is going to be playing against Steven de Vos. Looks like they got together. They scheduled their game together. From what it sounds like, Fox and David, or Stefan and David, are about 6 hours in differences on time zone and everything, so this was a perfect time for them to get together and play their game. So we're going to stream that game as soon as it starts off. We did have a game earlier so we streamed one game earlier. It was Joe Olsen versus Kuhn. They're going to be playing their second game tomorrow. Joe was on Ages of Black Sun. Kuhn was on Skywalker Saga with the Anakin start. So that it was a pretty good match. Maybe one or two mistakes by Kuhn, and Joe capitalized on them, but definitely a really good match. This one like I said, it's going to be David Center, who is LOMHawkeye, versus Steven de Vos, who is Fox. Definitely good. I think it's going to be an interesting match. We saw there was an earlier match in the beginning. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure that my stream is 100% my Steam is 100% closed, so that way we don't have any of those little pop-ups like we did this morning. But David played a Obi-Wan communing versus Eric Hunter. It was a really good match. David ended up winning that one. Definitely a deck that a lot of people play. The Obi-Wan communing. Like I said, he got that in right for the tweak. Again, Obi-Wan communing didn't get any benefits or take away anything. Really, no changes to it in set 20. Maybe we'll see something in the next set. I don't know, but Obi-Wan Communing is definitely a fun deck. We saw a lot of rocks in that deck and saw some other key cards that helped him out in that match against Eric Hunter. Checking up on some of our scores right now. In Pod A, it looks like Matt Harrison Trainer and Brian Fred are both, they both have 2 wins. Brian beating Al Fuentes and Matt Harrison Trainer beating Paul McPherson. We have yet to see when they are going to play, but that's definitely going to be one of the key matches. Eric Hunter is sitting at 4-1. His only loss is to David Center with that Obi-Wan commuting deck that I was talking about. Pod C, not a lot of action so far. Connor Britton and John McFarland both played, and they split games 1 and 2. Outside of that, Greg Shaw and Charlie Arlinson have yet to play. Pod D, Joe Olsen is currently sitting at 4-1. He has beaten Anthony Howard in both games. He split games with Carl Koenig, and Joe took a game from Kuhn. So Joe, like I said, is sitting at 4-1. Pod E, Sam Tashima is sitting at 4 wins and 2 wins in plus differential of 10. Worse has 1 win, and actually Sam is currently 2-1. So that should change, and I'm currently 1-0 with a plus differential of 13 after beating Sam. And then Pod F, looks like Chris Kelly is sitting at. Looks like he's 4-0. Let me just double check that. Yeah, he beat Brad Kipple twice. He beat Justin Crowley twice. He has yet to play Justin Miyashiro, though. So those are going to be the really important matches. Justin is right behind him with 3 wins on himself. He split matches with Justin Crowley, and he beat Brad Kipple in both of their matches. So again, like I said, those are just a little bit of an update on it. So right now we're just waiting for Stefan to show up. In the meantime, we do have some other games going on. The Santa Jared Napolitano match, they last until the 23rd, I believe. Yeah, the 23rd of this month, so make sure you guys get in those games. All the Jedi matches are going on, but right now the big thing is the Champions League, as it is supposed to end tomorrow. So, again, we're just waiting on Fox right now. As soon as he shows up, we'll get this game rolling. Like I said, there is a lot more action coming up regarding the Champions League. Definitely going to be a lot of fun today. And as soon as Fox gets in, we'll get on to the other match. I believe there are going to be a few matches scheduled for tomorrow. If you are looking at the games that are going on. So again, like I said, we're just sorry, I was just typing those messages over to fellow Star Wars CCG. Who won your game? This Stefan. Okay, thank you. In my game, I actually was able to pull it out. Definitely, my nerves are shot. I'm so glad that Sam does not want to play. Didn't want to play again. So I don't know if I would have been able to play again after I definitely needed a break. So definitely I do got to say this though. Okay, so it looks like Fox is in the lobby. He needs to just make sure that his deck is legal. I got lucky. I got some good advice from a former world champion, and it definitely paid off. So I still have yet to play against my 2 games against Chris Worfs and my 2 games against Jared Konsker. So it's going to be interesting. I'm just, as long as I don't strub out. Well, he's not. I don't think he's in the chat, so. Okay, so it looks like they are almost ready to go. It's going to be. I would love to see David play his Obi-Wan communing deck. It's definitely a pretty fun to watch deck. Okay, it looks like they are ready. So here we go. Yeah, as long as I don't play you, like, I feel good. Okay, so again, David on light side, Stefan on dark side. So here we go. Another Champion League game. Yoda communing, or Obi-Wan communing versus Hunt Down. Ooh, this is going to be fun. This actually might be fun. Definitely going to be interactive. Okay, so it is 12 card Hunt Down. Fox going with the 12 card variant of Hunt Down, so he's going to start with 12 cards in his hand. No effects on the table. Dave going with Insurrection Aim High. You've got a lot of guts for coming here and get to your ship. So it is, unless he made a few tweaks, it's pretty much, looks like it is pretty much the same deck he played against Eric Hunter. So, but yeah, definitely an interesting match with the Hunt Down V, or the Hunt Down non-V. Hunt Down V has gained a lot of popularity recently. So let's see how it goes for Stefan. Imperial Command to go get General Grievous. Okay, I like that. Dave going to go get All Wings Combo to go get Red 5. So I'm not really sure if Stefan is playing any space. He's probably playing like maybe a Maul Sith Infiltrator. That could come into play. Know that David is playing the Coruscant Tatooine system, so it wouldn't limit Stefan's battle destinies up there if he goes up there with the Sith Infiltrator. Now, David would probably prefer to have Luke Skywalker V over the Luke Skywalker Rebellion's Hope, but we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see. He already got the Cloud City Security Tower with a Sonic Bombardment, so he's already going to start with a few icons on the table. Okay, he's going to start with a bunch of icons, actually. We got the Security Tower as well as Mustafar Bader's Castle. There is a We Must Accelerate Our Plans. He's attempting to pull the Blockade Flagship, Blockade Flagship site. Most commonly, it is the bridge. So let's see if he is able to pull it out of his deck. He is going through his deck, so it looks like there is a site in there. Again, he only started with 4 icons. However, right now he just got 6 additional ones on the board on his first turn. So that's a really good turn for if you're the Hunt Down player. Again, both players will end up losing a card here at the end of Stefan's turn with the Visage of the Emperor. Definitely one of my least favorite cards in the game. I don't like Hunt Down. I've never liked Hunt Down. I don't like the idea of wanting to lose cards. Oh, and right off the bat, a Captain Sarkill down to Tatooine's Obi-Wan's Hunt V. So Captain Sarkill is a spy. He comes down for 2 force. While he controls an opponent's non-battle ground location, the opponent generates no force here. That is huge. That turns off so many of his icons. David saying fun in the chat. So he is getting 2 force. He's getting 1 from the communing epic event, and he's getting 1 from himself, but having only 2 force to work with is not good. Stefan saying in the chat that it happened to him enough times that he thought he should copy it. That's not a bad idea. I mean, if you are able to go down first turn to your opponent's non-battleground and shut down all of their activation, why not? Okay, both players did lose. David lost Owen Lars and Baru Lars off the top, and Stefan loses Ellis Hellrod from his hand. I agree, Christian. This is insane. I love this match already. Unless something really fun happens, I think we might have a token. We will be doing the sticker program throughout the rest of the day. We've already given 1 out today during the Joe Olsen versus Kuhn match. Okay, here we go. Master Kenobi's going to pull the Tatooine system. So, David, is activating some force, but again, he's not going to be doing a lot of activation on his next turn unless he's able to get some more locations out. They're tracking us. That's going to allow him to activate a force. So now he's got 3 force to work with. If he's able, if he had almost any character to come down with that could draw Destiny and get rid of Captain Circle, that would be great. But unfortunately, it looks like right now he's only stuck with 3 force. Okay, both players will lose the Vicious. David is saving all 3 of force that he just activated. Stefan loses Presence of the Force from his reserve deck. David loses Corellian Slip V from his hand. Great to see our current graphics lead in the chat. Hopefully you're doing well over there, as it is pretty late over in Europe at this point. 4 o'clock here over on the East Coast, so I can only imagine what time it is over there. Stefan doing, again, like I said, he's getting 11 force, so he's going to have a lot to work with this turn. Christian is the 2022 the John Anderson Volunteer of the Year Award winner, so again, congratulations to you, sir. We'll have to get you on Holo Theater again. We'll talk about all the stuff that you're doing for graphics. I know I just played Agents of Black Sun, and don't get me wrong, I love the images. They look so much cleaner, and I like how they look different and everything. Personally, I have a foil Shizor's Palace from Scott as like an important award winner and everything. I'll probably just use that one just because it's sentimental, but I'll definitely switch out the uplink station. I would say I would trade you, but my kids, all they do are search for treats and bang against their glass. Okay, so again, we're on Fox's turn. He activated. We're in his deploy phase. Let's see what he's going to do. I would expect to see Darth Vader coming down at some point. He controls the Obi-Wan's hut. Now, while Obi-Wan is communing, no force drains might occur there. So the fact that Captain Sarko, all he's doing is turning off the icons. So with GEMP, I think you're forced to use the current images, and I'm not complaining, like I said. So I think if we had the option to go back to some of the older stuff, that would be good. But that's something for Jared, not you. Don't worry about that. Okay. Stefan uses Force Push. He's going to put 2 cards back into his Force pile to take a card out. Great card. I mean, having cards like that in a deck like this is always fun. Allowing you to pull out whatever cards you want to use. I would expect to see Darth Vader coming out at some point. If Fox can set up a battleground, that would be really good for him, and then he can actually turn off the Visage Damage for himself, and then only David would be taking it. But let's see what he is going to do. Again, he's still deliberating on what he wants to take out of his force pile. Okay, he has decided. In response, David is going to play Golden Rod. So if Stefan comes down with Blizzard 4 or the Emperor in the Emperor's Shuttle, he's going to have to pay 2. And Fox is just going to draw up. David interrupting the draw phase so that way he can do communing shenanigans. And then Fox will just continue to draw, and then both players will lose the Visage here. Being that both players did not have a starting interrupt in their loss pile, both players are sitting at 3 cards in their loss pile. All the damage is strictly from Visage at this point. Okay, Fox sitting at 14 cards in hand. You might, if you're not familiar with the current state of the game, you might want to consider not drawing past 14 cards, because now your opponent or you, if you really want to, is capable of pulling a defensive shield that will get or kind of get around like all that drawing and using of the like a big hand. The new shields are thrown back and drop. They kind of want to. The goal is to deter players from having like a 20 card hand and being able to just do whatever they want. I know players such as Justin Desai, Tom Struther, Joe Olson, good players like that love to draw big hands. So, not saying that they will bring down the skill of play from such players like that, but we shall see. Okay, both players do lose to Visage. Stefan will lose. We must accelerate our plans. David loses Galen Urso off the top of his reserve deck. Galen, not a bad card as a somewhat of an answer to Visage. But again, with him only getting 5 force, he's not going to be able to do a lot this turn. He does have 8 force, as he did save 3 last turn, so let's see what he's going to do. Maybe we'll see him come down and fight Captain Sarkle off of that location. That way he can get some more icons. And he is. We have Captain Hera Syndulla coming down to Obi-Wan's hut with a rock. Before that, though, he did deploy Tatooine Jabba's palace with the Obi-Wan, the Master Kenobi. Okay, we have our first fight of the game. Hera Syndulla versus Captain Sarkle. Hera will throw the rock. The rock says, it goes back to your use pile. And for the remainder of turn, target is power -3. If you hit Proxima, she cannot participate in the battle. So, Captain Sarkle has no power against the 8 that Hera currently has. Again, David used 1 force to add 3. He draws a 5 for the battle destiny. So it is going to be 13-0. Captain Sarkle currently has a forfeit value of 3, so Fox is going to have to take 10 in battle damage. There's the Gick. Yep, you called it, Christian. You don't do something like that without a Gick. Sark-ill. Jared, we all know I am terrible with pronunciations. Sarkill. Sarkle. Sarkili. I'm terrible with pronunciations. We all know that. That's why we need, like, how to pronounce things in Star Wars. Sarkli. Is that it? Sarkli? Please tell me I'm right. But Hera clearly got rid of that lone Imperial at the Obi-Wan's hut. Vicious damage will occur. There goes Vani from Stefan's hand, and a Rebel Flight Suit from David's hand. I can't do that either. That's why I talk. There's Presence of the Force from Fox coming down. That's going to make it into a battleground. He will be able to come down with any character now and fight Captain Hera Syndulla. Darth Vader, Emperor's Enforcer coming down. And that is unfortunate for David, because Vader will cancel her game tag. She will no longer be able to draw Battle Destiny here. Obi-Wan's hut is definitely going to be a key battleground in the Star Wars universe. Grand Moff Tarkin comes down, joining the fun. He's going to be able to add a Battle Destiny here. No lightsaber. We go straight into the fight. Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin versus Captain Hera Syndulla. Fox does something bad and says, "Whoops, sorry." Yeah. I don't get it either. I understand the Sarkly coming down and turning off the Force stuff, and then I understand David coming down wanting to get rid of it. Okay, so Stefan is asking to revert back into the deploy phase right after he deploys Tarkin. David is saying that it's going to wreck his game when the lightsaber resets her forfeit, but I'm a chill dude, so yeah, that's fine. So they are going to allow the revert. And Stefan actually says, yes, it is the lightsaber. So he has the lightsaber, and David will allow the revert. Oh. Can still say no. So we have a little bit of back and forth right now between the two players. I'm assuming that the revert is going to go through. Even though David is not in a favorable position, he's definitely saying, you can have it. Yeah. So here we go. Tarkin coming down again. The revert occurs. Tarkin comes back down. There's Vader's lightsaber. Fox is just saying that he was just happily clicking away. I understand that. I mean, you have a beatdown coming down. You're just drooling over the fact that your opponent is going to be beaten down hard here. Vader swings his mighty lightsaber. He only needs a 4 or higher to hit the Captain Syndulla. Draws a 4, so right off the bat, he gets the 4. He gets another 4, so Hera will be sliced, diced, and forfeit down to 0. David already down by... He's currently down by 2 in the power difference. However, Moff Tarkin adds another battle destiny. There is secret plans to stop David from possibly retrieving. I mean, he's going to have to pay 1 to retrieve, but we'll see what happens. 5 for the first battle destiny. 1 for the second one. Let's see if he's got the Sith Fury. No, he does not have to worry about the Sith Fury, as Grand Moff Tarkin will allow him to cancel that and redraw it. And it is another 1, though. Now he will need the Sith Fury to cause a redraw. Nope, he does not have it. He will have 6 in Battle Destiny, 16 to 8, and there goes 8 off the top. Hear me, baby, hold together. Daughter of Skywalker V, where are you looking for me? Luke Skywalker, the Rebellion's Hope, The Abyss Shuffle, and Desperate Reach. Red 5 from hand, right off the top of the deck, and X-Wing Laser Cannon. The battle ends. Fox moves both of the characters over, and we'll just draw a... And he won't even draw, but Visage will occur, and David's saying, nice guys finish last. There goes a Robo Artillery off the top of the deck for David. He's going to have 11 force to work with. Let's see if he can do something about that Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin. He's got a 3-card hand, though, so... It is not looking pretty, unfortunately, for Mr. Center. David was the winner of the Corellia League last year, in 2021. Stefan or Fox, I forget what got him in. If somebody in the chat knows, that would be great, but let me go ahead and just double check it really quick. Okay. He was the Dutch League winner in 2022. Thank you, Justin Branch, one of our European/England players. A good teammate and friend of KTOD. Han Solo, Optimistic General, coming down, and Wedge Antilles, Red Squadron leader. Han picks up a rock. I'm not sure that's going to do well against Darth Vader. Last time I checked, lightsaber beats rock. Dave still has 4 force to work with. I don't know if you can fight into this, but we shall see. Carl Koenig, our rookie of the year, saying that rock beats life support. I mean, they are on Tatooine, and there is a bunch of sand. So, I mean, if Han had some pocket sand, that might work. Stefan's saying that he has to read all the cards. David saying that he can tell. You can tell by his commitment to use rocks that he's very serious. I don't know. I mean, I like rocks. It's a fun card. I know Matt Crowley likes rock too. Yeah, the Rancor does not like rock. Okay, so here we go. We are in Fox's control phase. David did draw a few cards, but now we go into Fox's control phase. This could, again, be very bad for David. A You Are Beaten or Sniper Dark Strike here really could be very bad. David looking at the top card of his Force Pile or Lost Pile. He does peek at the top card of his Force Pile with the Communing Epic Event. Deciding on whether to put it at the bottom, leave it on top. He leaves it on top, and General Grievous coming down to join the fun at Jabba's Palace. I hear they make a great martini. And Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba coming down as well. Oof, that is a lot of power, and mixing it up with a lightsaber is not very good. Now, Han will be able to throw the rock in response, as the rock says. He does not say what the rock is cooking, but the rock card says if it is equipped on a Corellian, you may fire at the start of battle. Yep, if on a Corellian and battle just initiated at the same site, you may throw a rock. Yes, David does have Fallen Portal. Let's see if that comes into play here. That would be a very cool way to get rid of Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba. That would help David a little bit here. Okay, here we go. Fallen Portal targeting Grand Moff Tarkin and Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba. Let's see. He needs Fallen Portal. Target one creature or up to two characters present that just initiated an attack or battle against you at the back door, Rancor Pit, Tatooine, Jabba's Palace, or any docking bay. Draw Destiny. Target's immediately lost if Destiny +2 is greater than the total defense value. He draws a 4. The total defense value is 5. 4 + 2 is 5, so both those characters will go lost. Tarkin goes to the Lost Pile. Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba goes to the Lost Pile. There is You Are Beaten on Han Solo. David will grab it. Han Solo will be knocked out of the fight, and Wedge is staring down Darth Vader and General Grievous all by his lonesome. Don't get me wrong, he is a Corellian. His nerves are made of steel. But if I was staring down these two cybernetic warriors, I would be shaking in my boots. David does add 3 to the power with Master Kenobi. We have our lightsaber swing at Wedge. Draws a 4 and a 7. That's going to hit the spunky Corellian. And even though he doesn't have I Am Your Father, no force will be lost. Vader canceling Wedge's game text just for fun. Fox getting a Battle Destiny. David will not. Han looking at his friend as he gets sliced and diced. Fox draws a 3 for Battle Destiny. That means David has to lose 7 cards. Rebel Artillery, I got a bad feeling about this. All Wings combo, Admiral Raddus, Restraining Bolt, Corran Horn, and Lando Calrissian Scoundrel all going to the Lost Pile. Being that this is differential, David has to stick around or else he's going to lose by 20. I think it's a loss by 20 if you just forfeit mid-game. Unfortunately, though, I mean, right now, the way it's looking, he might want to do that. He's got 2 cards in his hand. He is activating 11. Let's see what he can do. Again, while Obi-Wan is communing, no force drains can happen at the hut. Han Solo cannot fight until the end of Fox's next turn. Leia coming down. Leia Organa V coming down to Jabba's palace. The important thing about her is she draws 1 battle destiny if able to otherwise. With an Imperial leader, you may add 1 destiny to total power or attrition instead. And I'm so glad we still have that little... Yeah, I think he maybe he did. I mean, you do get the battle destiny. He checks out his destiny. He doesn't like what he sees. And it looks like he's just going to draw some cards from his force pile. So, there we go. Out of commission and transmission terminated will stop Visage of the Emperor from occurring. No response from Stefan. The out of commission combo goes to the lost pile. Visage goes to the lost pile as well. David will continue to draw some cards. Let's see. When will he stop drawing cards? I do not know. Currently, he draws 1 more card. He's got 2 cards left in his force pile here. See if he takes them into hand. He says that he's trying to find the fat lady to make her sing. He has not found her yet. Yeah, I agree. I think at this point, David is just trying to... I don't know. Like, Han would have blocked the drain just perfectly unless he's got the Sniper Dark Strike. So, I mean, you can cancel Leia's game text so she wouldn't draw Destiny. I mean, unless he's got the Hojiks here, this could be extremely bad. This could just put this game to rest very quickly. Han is sitting on the sidelines, staring at a tablet, watching what's going on, just like a backup quarterback, while Leia is sitting on the field, staring down 2 very scary characters. Fox activates, and there's no escape. That's going to get him back. Visage of the Emperor. Being that he's on the 7th side of his objective, he's not going to take any force loss when he deploys it. I mean, if he had the no escape, I'm a little surprised that he didn't grab the out of commission combo. But I guess there's no real point. I am your father coming down onto the table. That will allow him to deploy Vader's lightsaber from the deck or from lost pile. However, being that it is on Vader already, if he swings and hits Leia here, that's going to cause a point of ping damage. Vader canceling his daughter's game text. Her smuggler boyfriend looks from the sidelines, looking, just watching, letting this happen. Not by choice, though. Leia will fight. Well, Vader and Grievous will fight Leia Organa. Vader swinging his mighty lightsaber. Draws a 3. He needs a 1 to hit her. As long as he does not draw a 0, he's fine. He draws another 3 that will slice and dice Leia. Her game text already canceled. Again, David will be able to add to her power, but it really doesn't do much. He will lose the Profundity Docking Bay from his hand. Okay. After he adds to the total power, he will play Return of the Jedi. Jared Napolitano's card. Jared, if you're in the chat, we actually have it. And you know what? That's going to be our token for today. Or for this match. I would say Captain Sarkly, but we're going to say Return of the Jedi. Unless the Jedi Master is communing, choose. You can pull the Hut, Obi-Wan's Journal, or a card with Mentor and Title. The Lost portion says, if during battle, if a non-Episode 1 Obi-Wan if non-Episode 1 Obi-Wan with a Dark Jedi or communing, you may add a Destiny. So he does get the Destiny. He draws a 3 after Fox draws a 7. So it's going to be Leia and 8 cards. Rock, Demotion, Jedi Levitation, Chewie Enrage, Jyn Erso, Perimeter Scan, Saw Gerrera, and Hojix out of nowhere. There is your token for this match. David saying brutal in the chat. Fox drawing cards, interesting enough. He's got 25 left in his life force. Dave sitting at 7. He does lose to Visage. He loses All Wings combo. He activates everything but 1. Using his Communing Epic event, he's going to look at the top card of his force pile. He puts it at the bottom. Fen Rao coming down. Fen Rao, our Mandalorian alien rebel. Joining Han Solo. Dave initiates. Fen Rao and Han versus Darth Vader, General Grievous. The Rock is thrown at General Grievous. His power is -3. Stay sharp as an additional +5 to total power for David. Fox grabs that as it is a used interrupt. So 17 in power for David to 9 for Fox. Again, Obi-Wan will add 3 to the total power, so it's going to be 20 to 9 before Battle Destiny. Now, Vader will be able to swing here. Vader readies his lightsaber and swings it at Han Solo. Drawing a 4 for the first Destiny. That will hit Han. And draws a 1. So Han is sliced dice and forfeit down to 0. David will have to lose a card. He is going to lose a card here. He loses Rock off the top of his use pile. And Fox with the Sniper Dark Strike. He loses Cloud City Downtown Plaza from his hand. Han Solo goes to the lost pile. Fen Rao all by himself here. Fox putting cards back to up his life force count. Cancels Fen Rao's game text. Right after this game ending here, this game ends here. Fox will not be able to end the game, as he is going to take 1 in battle damage. Fen Rao goes to the lost pile. Fox is probably going to lose from his hand, as he is currently sitting at 26 in life force. Yep, he loses the Sith Infiltrator from his hand. David cannot draw up, and he is going to be taking a drain of 3 to the face, as well as visage damage. So that's going to be 5 damage over the next turn. So he's going to have 2 force in his last turn. I'm expecting him to just draw up. So unless Fox has any other cards he can put back, it's going to be a full win of 26 for him. So after this game ends, who is the first person who tells me the creator of our token? The person who came up with the game text for it will win a GEMP AI pack. Again, Gina. Jedi OSU, you win our GEMP AI pack. I mean, I flashed it on the screen and everything. That was probably one of the easier ones. So, yep, he's just putting cards back, doing as much as he can to up his life force count. He's currently at 28. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if he's got any more force that he can put back here, but it is going to look like it's going to be I stand corrected. He has to have more force he can put back. He's going to play the line of double combo to transport. He's going to transport Grievous to Obi-Wan's hut. David saying, GG, well played, happy for the mega differential. Fox saying GG as well, and it put him, they're right around even, according to them. Thanks, Greg. That's what I'm here for. I got to do something, right? So 29. So Fox will win this game by 29. That's insane. So I think that's going to be it for this round. Right after, let's see. Yep, we have our players. Just talking a little bit, and David will draw up. So congrats to Stefan to winning that game. Doesn't look like we have any games going on right now. We have a few Jared Napolitano games going on. We have a private game, Crazy Carl Koenig versus Chris Kelly. I believe that Chris and Justin Miyashiro will be playing at some point today. So when that one occurs, we'll make sure we get that one streamed, as it's going to be a fun game. A lot is riding on both those games, so definitely going to be seeing that when that one goes on. But I'll let everybody know, and yeah, that's all we got for this round of streams. If we have another game, I'll let everybody know. Just stay tuned to GEMP, Slack. Mostly those two are probably the quickest. I should be posting these on the forums, but yeah, that's all we got for right now. Thanks for watching. Our token again is Return of the Jedi, and Jedi OSU is our GEMP AI pack winner for this one. So until next time, everybody take care, and yeah, stay tuned to GEMP.